that brings us to our weekly Pick'em segment. Congrats to Eric Parker for beating the Ace and all of Northeast Louisiana in Week 8. Well, the Pigskin Picking Prognosticator has been rummaging through his Halloween costume closet, and he's bringing back some old favorites. Here's this week's edition of Beat the Ace.
For this Halloween edition of Beat the Ace, I got plenty of tricks and treats. In fact, I'll dig deep into my bag of goodies to bring you some vintage footage that's as old as your grandmother's candy corn.
Tell you something, Ace has a closet full of things.
Yes, I am a cat, and indeed, this is a hat.
Delta Charter makes Beekman Charter look foolish. OCS terrorizes Faraday.
That's Superman. He's faster than a speeding bullet.
New heroes are emerging at West Washita. Chiefs soared to a 9-1 record with a win versus Peabody. Gina casts a spell on winless Caldwell. Ruston's 2-game losing nightmare ends versus Pineville.
Yabba dabba doo!
Bedrock believes Franklin Parish is District 248 title bound. The Daily Granite reads Patriots thump Wassman. Washita scares the living daylights out of Ash before the Trojans grab a victory late.
See, amigo Dietrich, wherever there is injustice.
Deer Creek and Arcadia are not friends. Both have been out of rhythm this season with a combined 4 wins. Hornets win late. Put on your best studs. It's homecoming week in Sterlington. The Panthers are the king of the district.
Here in the West Monroe Fieldhouse.
Costume ideas. The late, great Don Shows looked outstanding as an Aaron's ace.
Coach Hickson's going to give me a brand new forward to go with this.
How about future first-round NFL draft pick Will Campbell as the Pigskin Picking Prognosticator?
Favorite tag team combo is in the ring and ready to wrestle.
Yes, we have a heavyweight matchup. Can West Monroe deflate Neville's perfect season? The Rebels have put together a special brew for unbeaten Neville. It's not enough as the Tigers win a post-Halloween night screamer